This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Gorgeous Jimmy coming out now. Going to be taking on Rocky Kernodle. Tony, did you used to have a nickname for your jizz?
Jimmy Garvin and Precious and Rocky Kernodle here.
I only bring that up because Dave Silva does. Would you like to guess what it is?
No, I would not.
Okay.
Because you're going to tell me anyway.
Mangria. Not sangria. Mangria. Mangria.
Didn't need to hear that one.
That threw us all off. Let's talk about something you're familiar with, Tony. You're much older than me. Can we agree on that?
Yes, I'm older than your dad.
What was it like fucking on a waterbed?
Do you write this shit down? Do you write these questions down before we go to?
Legitimately, I hit my dad with all kinds of shit throughout the week. And whenever I hit something that pops the office, I write it down.
Okay.
So it's in my notes section.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, it said, I'm going to put magic shell on my dick. Last week, it said, I can watch Joel Osteen in my motherfucking bed. Today, it was Mangria. And hey, what was it like fucking on a waterbed? And I'm still waiting on an answer. I'm just wondering, when you got a rhythm, would the water like bounce you away and make it? I mean, it feels like you could get off rhythm easy, or would it like help you and it would like push it back into it? What was that like?
Our apologies to all wrestling fans who tuned in to What Happened When.
Nobody tuned in to hear Jimmy Garvin wrestling Rocky Kernodle fucking.
Well, I know, but we would need to talk a little bit about the. Okay, what were you asking again?
Waterbed fucking. What was it like to fuck on a water? Just tell us.
I don't know. I don't know. I never did. Never had a waterbed. Never been on a waterbed ever. Ever.
Get your phone out and text Rebel and ask her.
Oh, leave. Stop. Look at him. Look at him smooching. She looked awfully good here, didn't she?
That waterbed talk got you excited, didn't it?
No.
You could tell by his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Garvin used to own a waterbed.
I would think so. He had a wonderful head of hair. And it is amazing what the head of hair he has now.
I mean, none.
None.
Hey, let me ask you a real question. Have you seen Heels?
The show on Stars?
Yeah.
I have not yet.
Tony.
I have not. Is it good?
Yeah, it's great. At this point, there's been 3 episodes out. You should fucking get it together.
Well, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to download them on my iPad and watch them on our next trip.
Good.
Very good.
I think you'll like it, for real.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. You know, there's a tendency for those of us in wrestling when we see a show about wrestling go,
No, buddy, I was the same way. I didn't really want to watch it.
Yeah.
They advertised on our show, so I felt like I had to. And I like Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
Nice guy. And I support everything that Mr. Punk does. So I couldn't wait to see it from that standpoint, but I have to admit, I was like, oh, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, when it first started, I was thinking, this is going to be cheese. But boy, they won me over by the end of the first episode. So,
okay, good.
I'm 3 in now and I'm digging. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
What's up with those little patches on Jimmy's chest?
Huh.
Any idea?
No, let me, we'll be right back and check it out.
You think those are like, from a freak accident he had fucking on a waterbed or something?
No. Maybe he just came back from having an EKG.
So it reminds me of that time that you let Rebel wax your chest on TV.
Yeah, right.
You thought I was going to be ugly again, but that really happened. True or false?
Yeah, that really happened. It's on our Patreon channel.
Now, did they ever leak the footage of where she got your taint?
That did not happen. See, I knew it.
Oh, that video didn't come out. Okay.
No, you can tee me up, and then you right in the old gonads.
Tony,
anyway,
true or false? Rebel waxed you.
My chest.
Okay, and taint.
No.
I'm not asking what made air. I'm saying, what happened in real life.
That's what did not happen in real life.
She is programmed in my phone right now as Taint Slayer.
So anyway, do you know that of all my travels, of all my
What a sentence. Of all my travel.
travels, of all my of all
I
my
gotta
getting,
tell you, Rebel, of all my travels, these were the finest breasts I've come across. You know, at my age, you've seen a thing or two, young lady, and these are just spectacular.
anyway.
Can we have another one of those lychee martinis? I don't know about you, girl, but I'm feeling a little tipsy. I say silly things. How fucking close am I?
So anyway,
I'm real close. You got
no, you're not.
later, young lady. We're gonna need to get something straight between us. You'll figure that out later.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, so start your bullshit sentence. Of all my travels,
I was going to say since these days, Jimmy Garvin was the only former wrestler that I did not recognize when I saw him recently. He even said to me, and this was we had I don't know where this was, that we were all together and had an autograph signing, and he said, "You don't even know who I am, do you?" And I went, "No, I don't."
Oh, I know where you were.
Where was
You
that?
were at WrestleCon in Dallas.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't recognize him. It was like, holy shit. Glasses, no hair, gray on the sides. Just, yes, we do all age. We do all change. We do all age.
By the way, Sam Houston's boots that we mentioned on eBay at the beginning of the year, they're still there if you'd like to pick them up. Just a quick little $18,000.
That's not what they started at, did they?
That's where they are right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody's ever purchased them and nobody ever will.
No, I don't think so.
But if you're in a hurry to get it, there it is.
However, but
okay.
However, but also, in addition to,
in the event of,
nonetheless, go fuck yourself. So,
nonetheless, go fuck yourself.
If you got them, put them out there, right? They're not doing you good at home. You just never know.
Oh, so you're saying just list it and see what happens?
Yeah, list it and see what happens, because there may be some wannabe type Conrad Thompson.
Wait. What wrestling fan do you think is going to drop 18 G's on Sam Houston's boots?
You
listen,
when it comes to, I'll get this out. Brainbuster, I'll get this out. I need a brainbuster to get this one out. When it comes to collectors and nostalgia, never say never. You should know that.
Yeah, on that I can pretty firmly say never. You know, I set the price for a lot of these things.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, to me, they're worth about $125.
Joined at ringside by none other than the man you just saw, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and Precious.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cornette. I must say, you're doing a fantastic job out here for Ted Turner and the Great Wrestling Network. You know, so many things on my mind, I don't know where to start. You know, everybody knows, I guess it's time for a little gorgeous Jimmy Garvin update. The fact is, I still got the best looking squeeze in the whole wide world. The fact is that there's one guy that I really have my sights on, and that's going to be Magnum TA. Now, I don't want to get all yelling and screaming. I'm going to handle this like a gentleman, the gentleman that I am. I told you people when I first came here, the guy used to be a male dancer in San Francisco. Well, that is a fact. He's got everybody buffaloed into thinking that he's real bad. Well, I don't think you're that bad, Magnum TA. Anybody with a name like Magnum in the first place and initials like TA to follow it in the second place must have some kind of inferiority complex or something. My name is Jimmy Garvin. My friends call me gorgeous, and it's not my fault. I'm the best wrestler in the world. I don't need $9,000 worth of suits. I don't need $40,000 worth of metal around me. I don't need a lot of things. All I need to do is stand here next to the beautiful woman that I have here and tell you that if you think I'm lying to you, then how come I'm still standing here talking to you? How come there's not somebody out here right now to put me in my place? Well, I'll tell you why. Because there's nobody here that can do it. I mean, it don't take no genius to figure it out. Look at me. Here I am. Here I am. Hey, guess what? I'm still here. And it's not my fault. Magnum TA, you fooling the people. Those days are over. I'm going to knock you down about 20 notches and put you where you belong.
And we'll be back on World Championship Wrestling right after this break.
What'd you think of that promo?
Yeah.
I feel like it was just sort of going through the motions.
I don't think it was going through the motions. Here's what I think about that. Boy, I want to hear this one first.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Here going after that tournament, United States Tag Team Championship, America's team, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA.
Well, thank you, Tony. You know, first of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the many fans that have been so supportive during this very difficult time, during all this controversies I've been going through in Nikita Koloff. Well, Nikita, I think by now you know how serious I am about this thing. It's a long, long way from being over. So be real happy in the fact you got the U.S. heavyweight belt around your waist right now. But how long it stays there is very questionable. You know, I couldn't help but listen to the words of gorgeous Jimmy Garvin out here just a short time ago. I'm afraid you, Jimmy Garvin, read me all wrong. You see, I'm not real fancy. I don't care about clothes, the way people look at me or what they think. But you better go back there and talk to Tully Blanchard, talk to some people that have mixed up with me. Ask them about what they consider to be the most brutal matches in the history of professional wrestling. See, I don't need an excuse to beat you up. General principles is just fine with me. But if you keep running your mouth, sooner or later, you're going to have to back it up because talk's real cheap, as we all know. You can come out here on national television and say whatever you want. But what you got to do is get inside that ring and back it up. Then we'll find out just how tough a man you are.
You know, Tony, we just came back from Las Vegas, Nevada. Everybody come out here. They have women now. Everybody got women. Ric Flair got my woman. Jimmy Garvin got a very skimpy woman, you understand? Very loose woman. We just came back from Las Vegas, like I said, and it's real honor and opportunity to run around with Magnum TA because he has the opportunity of maybe 20, 30 lovely ladies a night. Lovely women run around. Him and Dusty Rhodes just there picking up the slack, you understand, when it's coming my way. The main bottom line thing is here is Tully Blanchard comes with the World Heavyweight title. Tully Blanchard got to pay some heavy dues. This superstation 9-8 years ago was founded on 2 million. And still today, we still digging for it. Ole Anderson and Dusty Rhodes. Now you got to deal with a 4 horsemen. Dick Murdoch come along, won the world's title. He can take it from Ric Flair. And one thing is for sure that you got to understand. You got to understand that we are gathered here today to talk about wrestling, not to talk about one of Ric Flair's chubby girlfriends sitting over here on the front row. We talking about Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, the 4th horseman, and Big Bucks, Jack and Baby Doll.
Okay. Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, let's go to the ring.
Wow, a lot to unpack there, buddy.
Well, I'll let you start. I don't know what to say exactly.
Okay. I want to, first of all, let me address what you said about Jimmy Garvin.
Yep.
A lot of times, and I know this happened for a fact, and I have a feeling it happened right there. Jimmy Garvin had this thing with Wahoo, right? Where he came out and started talking about Wahoo. We've seen this, and it culminated in the Indian strap match and all that. A lot of times, guys would get to the arena or get to TV, and Dusty would say, listen, we're gonna start a program with you and Magnum TA. So I want you to go out and talk about Magnum TA. And that's all the preparation that they would have. So if it looked like that Jimmy was going through the motions, he probably was trying to think of something as he's talking. So I get that.
Yeah.
And all right, Dusty. Okay. So that's that. Dusty talked about being in Las Vegas, which is true. You know, when we would go out west, there was the airplane, the small plane, that, and this is one of the legendary things about Jim Crockett Promotions' story of spending too much money. They would go to LA, they would work, they would fly the private plane back to Vegas. They would get up and they would fly to San Francisco, work a show, fly. Las Vegas would be their hub for the private plane back and forth. And, Flair was on that. Dusty was on that. I guess, I don't know if Magnum, but, the Horsemen were on that. And David or Jimmy. So him going to Vegas is true. And when he said, calling her a loose woman, you know what he was talking about, right?
I'm not going to guess. I'm going to let you say what you need to say.
Okay. Hang on.
Is that Rebel texting?
No, it's
because there's nothing in there we can't see. You told us that. So just post it. Let's see it. We're doing a podcast here whenever you get around to it, Bruce.
Okay.
Was that Vince calling? Because we usually pause when Vince McMahon calls.
No, that was Britt Baker.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So let's just stop the whole show because you need to text your
no.
Well, somebody else's girlfriend.
Okay. So anyway, he was talking about the fact that, boy, I hate to say it like this, but I'm going to be honest. Okay. Patty Precious saved by Jim Cornette.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.